4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey guys, Ranch here, Premium Cup commentary, bring you all the winners match of Group A of the Ro32 of the Bigfile MSL matchup we've probably been waiting for. Flash versus Effort. Woot. 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 Yes. The favorites got forward into the winners matches, and now one of them is going to knock the other out. It's going to be insane. Batshit crazy. Fighting Spirit, lower left hand side in yellow is the turn player. We got Flash, upper left hand side in, what is that, pink, purple, something like that. We have Effort, Zerg player, of course. Fighting Spirit, one of the returning maps again, and the balanced map, I guess you could say. It's kind of weird, though, overall. We got 3 returning maps, plus Polaris Rhapsody from the Pro League, so very odd. No new maps. Triathlon was the kind of created map last season, the new map last season. We got Odd Eye 3 yet again. We're going to see that in the final matchup. Then we got Fighting Spirit, which it's definitely a choice I support. I really enjoy Fighting Spirit. It's a map, really nice map. Can really bring some very nice, high-quality games. TVZs especially tend to be extremely good on this map. PVZ sometimes quite as well. I think pretty much anytime a Zerg, really, I've seen every matchup good on good TVTs. I've seen good PVTs, PVPs. I've seen pretty much every matchup done well on this. But especially all of the non-mirrors usually make for extremely good games. But somehow when they go macro, they just somehow end up very, very nicely done and overall awesome games. So we're looking forward to see what's going on. Actually, looking at Flash's screen, it looks kind of grainy. Hope that's not exactly what he sees. Hopes it's just feedback or some crap, because if I would assume we'd be seeing a PPP by now if that was the case. 12 hatch coming in for Effort, no surprise there. Going to be playing a little bit economically against El Flasho, and I expect him to go 1 racks into CC here, but Flash, the defending champion of this MSL, lost to Effort in the OSL after the first two sets, went for, well, kind of weird builds. The third, fourth, and fifth set in the OSL. He cheesed in one game. He went 14 CC in the last one. I don't remember what in the others. He did something weird every time. But I don't really want to judge him too harsh, because in the MSL finals, he went 14 CC every time. He went Command Center before Barracks every single game, and he beat Jaedong 3-0. So that's saying something about his guts. Forced to send out 2 SCV scouts because he scouted in the wrong direction. Wants to get that scout out. Wants to make sure there's no heavy aggression coming in. Wants to try to read the build and maybe even go in there, be a little bit annoying with his SCV, maybe to get some harassment going, and make sure that the drone scout doesn't come out right away. Which does not actually manage to block the SCV from coming up. So Flash is going to get the scout in. There's that command center coming up and one single Marine at the front there. It's not going to block a scout from coming in, but it's going to take Effort a while to get the scout with SCV in there. He's not sending a drone out to scout the lower left-hand position, actually. So yeah, it's going to take him a while to spot anything there. Getting his general expansion up. No mining there yet, but I'm assuming he's going to get some drones. Actually using his 2 drones to fight back the SCV right now. SCV, no matter how tough they are, they will not kill 2 drones. So finally some stuff going on at the National Expo. Then these Zerglings coming out. Gonna pick off the SCV. Flash gonna run down to Natural. Oh, probably just going there to spot, making sure. See whether the lair would come at the natural instead of the main, but don't think he quite managed to get the count. Actually, seems like only one single drone seems to be, one single drone mining the gas at the moment for Effort, so he's a little bit focusing on minerals. Actually focusing on, I think he might have gotten some Zergling speed and just done with that, and now maybe just waiting for that and put on some aggressive action. We're going to see Supply Depot coming on down there alongside the bunker, a couple Marines in there. A drone moving off to the right side position, so I think actually Effort might be going for a quick expo. Third base. Wow, this could take a while to get spot. Actually, this could be genius by Effort here. Going furthest position away from Flash, where Flash is not likely to scout anytime soon, and Flash doesn't have any scout there. Zerglings just being annoying with these Zerglings, forcing SCVs back, trying to hold Flash back as long as possible, and of course Flash is going to be very careful, make sure the Zerglings did not come up the ramp. Second Barracks coming up right now. Refinery on the way. Just slowly working on his upgrades, all that good stuff. Finally going to be able to probably pick off these Zerglings. Still sticking up behind the minerals. Oh! Critical mistake there from Flash. Going to have one Marine in there. Going to be able to maybe pick off one Zergling and pick off the other one. So yeah, slight mistake from Flash there, not coming back to bite him. So lucky there. Looking in a fairly good position. Going to try to slowly kick his macro up. Finally has his so, slowly getting his bases more saturated, has his academy up. Drone's coming off the line with Zerglings to actually support, apparently, but they're going to come off the line to the right-hand side. Flash is nothing to spot this. He's not going to know this is happening. Hydrogen coming up, so Lurker's most likely out here alongside that lair for our friend Effort. 6 Marines right there at the front for Flash. He has a pretty decent defendable position out there, so if he techs up quickly, get some silencers out there, he's going to actually be in a decent enough position to break up Lurker bust, but he's probably going to need a turret at the front just in case. He's going to have comms station as soon as he gets them up. Has an economy out there working on his stim at the very moment. But medics will be out there shortly as well, so he should be able to fight back any lurkers that come at him. He has a fairly well defendable position at that natural expansion with that supply depot and that bunker as well, filled with Marines at the moment. Comms station coming up, so he's going to be able to scan anything. Probably going to be forced to scan the bridge and just go out there and make sure those lurkers do not come in and kill anything. Actually, Effort right now, getting several Zerglings out there at the front. Marine's going to move out now with no medic support. Probably might have stim at this point. He's actually going to move out. This is most likely to force Effort to put down some second colonies. Effort has to be very careful not to make sure he doesn't get pincered here. Has medic support. Oh, nice around the Effort, getting several Marines. Whoa, that's definitely several Marines too many for Flash to use. He kills some Zerglings, but getting a dead Zergling for a dead Marine, that's a huge boon for a Zerg player at this point in the game. Effort not really saturating very heavily. He's natural expansion, mostly mining gas right now, so he's definitely working on his lurkers. Getting a Queen's Nest. He's hurrying all the way. Wow. Queen's Nest right away. I'm wondering whether this is actually for Queens rather than Hive Tech, but third bunker at the front for Flash. Flash being forced to put down 3 bunkers, mostly due to the fact that he lost those extra Marines. Definitely not something that should have happened. Hydra's on the way, so we're probably going to be seeing lurkers as soon as the lurker aspect is ready. Flash definitely being forced to play defensively. He knows there are Zerglings out there on the field. He doesn't know how many. Probably should have scanned the tech by now. Probably still doesn't know about the base at the upper right-hand position. That's going to come into play. Not quite yet, but soon enough it's going to come into play. Effort is saturated fairly well. Queen's Nest on the way. We're going to see what this. Yes, is Hive. Very quick Hive, so I'm thinking this is going to be a very quick Lurker Defiler combo from Effort. Something that I'm not quite sure if Flash is going to see coming. You should be constant stationing that upper left-hand base. We're going to see what his tech is. Engineering Bay, don't see it. There we go. Factory, Starport. So it's still a bit of a road for him to get to those science cells. So he's going to need those science cells out there, and he's going to need Irradiate as quick as possible. Finally see some lurkers out there. I don't think Effort's really going to try to go for any sort of bust, any sort of aggressive action. Probably just going to, in case Flash moves out, he's going to be trying to make sure that he tries to catch Flash in a trap, tries to make sure that Flash loses something when he moves out and be forced to pull back yet again. And that's going to be his entire strategy. Contain, pick up a fourth for himself at the upper right hand as time goes on. Flash actually picking off one of his own bunkers, has those 2 at the side, doesn't feel the need to have the third one, give himself a little bit more maneuverability, I say. Has quite a decent amount of medic Marines at this point, can finally move out and do some stuff. Yeah, some stuff with them. Spire on the way as well. I'm expecting these to be for Scourge with the tech route he's going Muto, Lurker, and Hives. A little bit too much, especially this early on in the game. We haven't even seen 10 minutes yet. Initial tank out there. I'm not quite sure. Should have Siege on the way if we're not already there. So it's going to be to help take down the sunken colonies. Also going to be a big help against those lurkers. Finally scans, does spot the Spire and the Defiler one coming out. I'm wondering whether this actually might be something, whether Spire has a big role to play other than Scourge. I'm assuming this is mostly for Scourge just to try to pick off those sciences, because if he manages to pick off the early sciences, so that's going to be curtains. Flash is going to find himself in a lot of trouble. He's already finding himself in a little bit of trouble. He's going to pretty much take him his micromanagement skills to get out of this. Kick in the macro and get some micromanagement going. Nidus Canal's now out there, so Effort also thinking about the defense. Bunch of lurkers out there. Sunken colonies spread out outside of natural expansion. I'm liking that because it forces the tank to only siege one sunken colony at a time. Definitely make sure that he can't just bust a few at the same time. Flash has 2 control groups of medic Marines at this point, so has enough to fight and engage Effort, but still has to be very careful about that. Needs science vessel support, needs irradiate support. Working on that at the moment. And he might move out. I'm assuming he's going to move out on the first science vessel. Should have 2 or 3 tanks and some decent number of medic Marines before then he starts moving on, pushing out the natural expansion. Still don't know whether he knows about the upper right hand base or not.